Welcome to Realm University. My name is Michael Baldwin, and this video is to take you through the Email AI grid and editor. The grid is what you can see in front of you now. And the overall aim for Email AI is to, one, allow you to conduct all of your property management activities within Email AI, but also give you that advantage of processing tenant emails and preparing draft responses so that you can get through the continuous stream of email as quickly as possible, and also servicing your tenant as a customer so much better. As I say, we'll start with the grid, and up here in the top left hand corner you can see the logo. This is the Realm University logo, and if you have your logo in the agency settings on the portal, then that logo will appear there and also appear across here on the right hand side. As you can see here, this is the Realm University account, and that's the inbox that we're looking at the moment. From a drop-down perspective, here you can see other members of your team for that agency. So if they were away on leave or out on site and you needed to access their email for any reason, and they're using Email AI, of course, then you can just do that from here. So this will bring up the alternate inbox for you, and there you can see their email inbox. So we'll just switch back to Realm University. Also in the drop down we have the profile setting, and for the moment we just have signature in the profile, but this will allow you to create a rich text signature including icons and photographs. So again, to make it look the same as you possibly would have in Outlook or in Gmail. Coming back to the grid, up in this top left-hand corner, this is what we call the sentiment center. And as emails come in from tenants, as you can see here in the inbox, we process them for sentiment. Here we've identified that there's 4 angry based on the context and language within the email, 0 are very happy, and 6 are neutral. You can use these to filter on those particular emails. And again, this reflects the sentiment within emails from your tenants, which you can see the corresponding emoji or smiley face here in the corner. Sticking with this down this left-hand side, we have Compose. So again, you can create your emails from within Email AI. There's no need to switch between your normal Outlook or Gmail or Yahoo or whatever other email inbox you're using. You can create an email from here, include your signature, add attachments, all the usual activities that you would use when sending an email. From here, we can see all, which is the display that we're showing now, all of the emails. We have sent items. Again, we just have a couple of sent items from that perspective. Answered are those tenant emails that you have already answered. Claire, this basically contains all the emails that you would have received from our Claire. In this case, we've got tenants in arrears. So each time we run a rental arrears process, the property manager receives the email to say what it is, or sorry, rather who we've contacted and why. You would also have maintenance requests or tenant requests, any of the messages or emails that are coming in from tenants via Claire would be shown here. We have the landlord section, which basically we can identify the property. If they have multiple properties, we would actually say multiple properties here. And it just allows a quick, easy reference to get to emails that you've got coming in from your landlords. Not mapped, basically those emails coming in from external to your organization that are not referenced in your property management software, and therefore we are unable to map them. So that is why we categorize them in here. Pending are those emails from tenants that are still awaiting some activity on your part. Reception, which was included as a favorite from a number of feedback comments that we had, is that as you're out on the road quite a lot, you come back and you have quite a number of emails from your reception area. So as you will have seen in the settings section, the reception email address is identified there. But again, you can catch up on the messages where you've maybe missed a call, in this case from your mother, we're having birthday cakes, team meetings are off, and these are basically any emails that have come through from reception. And then finally down this side we have tradesperson. Again, I've just used the same one each time, but we identify the trade from within your property management software, in this case electrician. Marketing department went wild with Bob Sparks, but again you would have all of the different trades in this section, so you can quickly get on, or where's that email from a particular tradesperson, you can quickly find those in here. If we pop back to all and continuing with the grid, again here with a tenant, we've got the tenant's name, the subject matter. The 100% here relates to how much of the processing we are being able to undertake in processing the context of the email. And then we have the tenant's email address, property address here. And then the tags that you can see across these emails are where we've processed the context of the email and identified what the email is in relation to, and therefore we've tagged that appropriately. Let's have a look at one of these. Sorry, the bar down the left here shows if you've already approved those emails, and new means that obviously you haven't done anything with those. So let's open one of these up now. It's one of the new ones. So as you can see, if we start with the full email, you can see here that the tenant is talking about not attending the inspection, who's looking after the property, and I need to have some repairs done. As we come back up here, so we've identified that this is inspection, and in this case, we don't have any inspection identified. So we've pulled that information from the property management software. This we've classified as narrative, as in it's nothing really to do from a property management perspective. They're just probably bragging that they were in Copa last weekend. Here we've identified gardening, because basically the tenant is talking about having a new lawn mowing service. And then more narrative, as in, has anyone heard from Nick? The other part I didn't mention is that we actually process and remove the salutation and the signature, so that we can then, in this area, really focus in on the content of the email. Here you can see that we've identified that there is no inspection book that we can find. And here a maintenance job has been raised and will be assigned. And that is the response that would go back once you approve this email, which is down here. Any of these responses can be modified. So in there, we can say, lucky you. Here, there's a maintenance job going to be raised for gardening, and one here regarding the inspection. What we might want to do here is say, let's set up a scheduled inspection. Alternatively, where you see this icon here, as the more and more you use Email AI, Claire learns the top 5 responses that you use and what the agency uses as a whole. As this is our test system, and obviously we're not using this much other than for testing and moving the solution into production. But what you have here is, over time, you will build up the top 5 responses that you have used for this same question, and also the top 5 that the agency uses for this response to this question. So you may have it that you're not sure what response should be for a particular question. There's the option to see what your colleagues have used from an agency response, or you can use your favorite responses that you build up over time. Again, when you're finished with this, you just click on approve, and therefore you'll see the status change here. And you've also got these that you need to go in and have a look at. This one at the top, again, we'll go through this because I processed this earlier, as in all good demonstrations. You can see here the overall sentiment is shown as angry, and that pulls from this section of the email here. Again, we've stripped out the salutation and the signature, and the thing that we focused on here is obviously that there is a plumbing issue that we need to have sorted out, and that's why we've assigned the tag of the plumber. And because I've hit approve previously, we no longer have that option there, but this obviously means that we've created that job in the property management software. The other big difference here for this one is that when the paperclip appears, you can see that there actually is an attachment, and this attachment is called block.jpg. So I'll just download that for the purposes of this demonstration. And when I open that attachment, primarily for you to see this photo, you can see the overflowing toilet picture that has been attached to this email as it's come in. So come out of there. Let's pop across to Property Me. And as I created this earlier, we look at job 1974. There is the photo that was in the email. So when we've processed the email and the property manager has clicked approve and a job has been created, the photograph is processed and attached to the job. Here's the message from within the email, and the response that you saw there about a maintenance job has been raised. This job in particular has been automatically assigned because we have the auto assign feature turned on within Clare. Otherwise, this would be showing as reported for the property manager to work on. As you can see here, the job I just recently approved, where the customer talked about Oscut hadn't been out since November. This has created a job in the background while I've been speaking. So just to show that there's no smoke and mirrors there. Again, that job is assigned because we have the auto assignment feature on from Clare automatically done. And then these other jobs here were the other jobs that you can see in the grid, so that we have these top 4 have all been approved, and those are the jobs that have been created. One thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about the grid is the search bar and the dates that you can set up. So if you're wanting to focus on some emails in a particular period, or you can go back as far as you wish, and then Clear will just refresh your inbox. So that's it for the Email AI Grid and Editor. I hope you found that informative. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.